Welcome back to AP Precalculus in under 3 minutes. No time for intros, let's get into it. Let me introduce you to an evil word. A word that should always be hated when in the context of math. Identity. An identity is something that equals something else. Next video is all about proving identities, and it is so long, so I need to catch a head start in this video. So let's talk about the start of these being the reciprocal identities. This video introduces 3 functions: cosecant, secant, and cotangent. Cosecant is equal to 1 over sine. Secant is 1 over cosine, and cotangent is equal to 1 over tangent. This also is true for the opposite, so 1 over cosecant is equal to sine, 1 over secant is equal to cosine, and 1 over cotangent is equal to tangent. Oh, and another thing, since tangent is equal to sine over cosine, cotangent is equal to cosine over sine. So if you were asked to find the secant, cosecant, or cotangent of an angle, you just find the reciprocal's answer to that angle, and then put a 1 on top of it and solve. Now let's talk about the graphs for these functions. Understand that for things like exponential graphs, log graphs, and sine and cosine graphs, you need to understand kind of every little thing about it. But the tangent graph and the graphs in this video are just kind of something you need to get a vague idea of what they look like. Okay, let's start with secant. The graph looks weird, it's a bunch of U-shapes, but watch this. If we overlay the reciprocal cosine graph, it suddenly makes sense. Each extremum from the cosine graph matches with the secant graph. Now for cosecant. It follows the same pattern. If we overlay the sine graph, we see that the cosecant U-shapes match with the sine minimum/maximum points. As for cotangent is actually really easy. Remember, this is what a tangent graph looks like. The cotangent graph looks like this. Yeah, it's just the tangent graph, but the lines go the other way, and the asymptotes shift just a little. Just kind of understand the vague idea of what these graphs look like, and you'll be fine. On the screen now are some AP-style questions for this topic. Pause now. I'll put the answers on the screen now. I will see you in the next one.